Hey guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Rian Johnson today. He is now dissing, or has dissed George Lucas on Twitter. I'm going to read this to you. An interview and like a picture, a meme that's been shared around, and I've read this before. And it's part of an interview, a thing between George Lucas and Larry Kasdan are both mentioned in it. And Lucas is quoted as saying, "I don't want to kill Yoda. You don't have to kill people. You're a product of the 1980s. You don't go around killing people. It's not nice. I think you alienate the audience." Really? Yeah, you do. All right. So Larry Kasdan. Now I can kind of agree with both of them here. Just bear with me. So Larry Kasdan says, and pardon me, this burn is just, it hurts. Okay, Larry Kasdan says, "I'm saying that the movie has more emotional weight if someone you love is lost along the way. The journey has more impact." Lucas says, "I don't like that, and I don't believe that. I have always hated that in movies when you go along and one of the main characters gets killed. This is a fairy tale. You want everyone to live happily ever after." So Johnson takes that and posts a 4-picture Photoshop meme of, let's see, Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen dead, Obi-Wan getting killed, Luke losing his hand, and some other picture that I can't tell what that is. And then the next thing he posts is one of the younglings getting killed by Anakin. Alright, I want to make this real quick. First off, fairy tales are dark. They're always dark. So is mythology. Alright, but there's always a lesson, and at the end, people come out better, they come out stronger, and there's a happy ending, because that journey, that part of the life's journey is over. Alright? And the preceding struggle that you went through to go from point A to point B, growing up, leaving adolescence into adulthood, it's messy, it can be dark, but at the end, you're better, stronger, and you're happier for it. And all of that happy ending is where you ended up, right? And all of everything in the past shows to you that you can carry on as an adult when things get tough again, all right? So why doesn't he know that? I mean, the guy is as dumb as a box of rocks, and he's profoundly disturbed. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Rian Johnson has something wrong with him, and you can tell by the art that he has made. You can always, and I've said this again, and I'll say it again, I'll say this before, I'll say it again. An artist is known who he really is by what he writes, by the music he composes, by the paintings he creates, by the films he makes. And if that's the case, there's something truly wrong with Rian Johnson, because everything he did in The Last Jedi was dark, disturbing, and grotesque. It was nihilistic, it was empty and meaningless. As a very famous man said, it was soulless. That man was George Lucas, and I happen to know he actually did say that about The Last Jedi. So, and now we got Rian Johnson, the destroyer of Star Wars, attacking George Lucas. It's typical of someone like him who can't take criticism. Participation trophy candidate, winner, that he would not be able to understand why most of the fans hated it and hate him in return. He just can't understand it. It's for him to admit that he made a mistake would actually be in the right direction and be healing for him, but to get him to that point is almost impossible. So anyway, I just wanted to hit on that he doesn't understand the fairy tale. I don't think he's ever read The Brothers Grimm, ever read Hans Christian Andersen's things. Rumpelstiltskin would be lost on him. Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, Cinderella, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. All of that is lost on this guy. He doesn't get it. And of course all the mythology, Aeneas, the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Nordic sagas. I don't think he's ever read this stuff. He's so uneducated. He's nothing more than a brainwashed ideologue, and very, very, I think, sad. I think lost, and very mistaken, and too arrogant and too egotistical to understand that he messed up. And now he's attacking George Lucas. So there you go. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that. Oh, and one more thing. I really do believe that Iger probably already has replacements for Kennedy. This whole thing of her looking for her own replacement and people refusing, and because the work environment at Lucasfilm is so toxic, is preparing the battlefield for whoever comes in and fires everybody. And my advice to Hidalgo, Carrie Hart, Lin-Manuel Brennan, and anybody else who has been attacking fans and making life living hell for everybody at Lucasfilm, who loves Star Wars and wants to do the right thing and hates the direction, is you guys are going. The writing's on the wall, so why don't you update your resumes and get jobs and get out before whoever comes in says you're all gone. Because I tell you what, you can walk out with your dignity with a new job, or you can walk out with security and a box of your shit. It's up to you, because it's gonna happen, alright? So this is Steph, just profoundly at a loss over Rian Johnson's arrogance in attacking George Lucas. Signing out, see you around the galaxy.